Welcome, family. Yes, this is K Official Studios. And as we always do, we are here to serve you and bring you the trending news and all that is happening here in the UAE. And today we have another trending issue. We've spoke about it a few months ago, and we've been giving you the updates as to how things are going and how things are running. And we are privileged to have here with us a personnel from immigration to tell us about how the amnesty is going on so far. So, as always, this program is sponsored by PK Studios. PK Studios, you know, whatever program that you are having, wedding parties, conferences, bridal shower, whatever, just call them and they will be there at your doorsteps to serve you better with exclusive photos and videos. So there we have it. Yes. So going straight into our discussion or into our trending issue, we have with us. I'll allow him to introduce himself and then we'll proceed. If you are watching on TikTok, let your questions and your comments let it flow, and then he's here to answer all of your questions. So I'll allow you to
Yeah.
introduce
Good
yourself.
uh, good afternoon to your viewers and everybody watching us all over the world. I'm David. It is a privilege you hosting me with your team, and I'm to share knowledge about the UAE immigration as a whole.
Yeah.
And as we are in the period of amnesty, that will be our main talks and whatever concerning the UAE immigration. I'm here to enlighten viewers and anybody in UAE. So thank you, Joe.
All right. You're welcome. So yeah, we'll move straight into our discussion. We
Mm,
know that the amnesty, has been running from 1st of
yeah,
September
sure.
till now, but it seems that now the noise about it has dwindled a lot because the process is going on and
Yeah,
all that.
exactly.
Can you tell us how the process has been so far and what you've encountered so far during this amnesty?
Okay, thank you, Joe, once again. Uh, Let me start from this point. Those outside UAE may not understand what we mean by amnesty.
Yeah.
Amnesty is a period of time. Each country has their immigration laws, and other things that govern the nation. And UAE particularly, there is always this period, but for some time now, due to the COVID, I think almost 5 years now, and
Yeah.
they brought it back. So it's like you've entered into someone's country and you are into overstay. So they give this time as a grace period. Mostly that is what we call it, for you to reassess yourself. Either you want to get a resident permit or you have to leave the country. And so when we talk about amnesty, that is the simple meaning. So those in UAE in overstay due to one or two
Yeah.
reasons or challenges they might have encountered that led them to enter into overstay or not getting a resident permit. So this is a period where their fines is being clear. Anything regards to immigration uh, is clear now. So you
Okay.
have this starting from the 1st of September to the end of October, that is 30th of October. Everybody need to get a resident visa or you have to leave the country.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a simple meaning of
What amnesty
amnesty.
is about.
Okay.
Okay. So, sorry. So what are some of the challenges you have encountered so far? Like people are coming in with a whole lot of issues. Probably aside just they overstaying,
Mm.
they might have certain issues that is not even allowing them to go through this amnesty process. What are some of the challenges that you've seen so far?
Well, the advice I always give to people is it's very good. When it comes to immigration in this country, everybody has a knowledge about it. But as to whether you are speaking to the expert, you are
Yeah,
speaking to the right person. And
that's right.
mostly there is a lot of misinformation on social media. People are saying this. I know we have PROs, we have agents who are also into this immigration stuff. But I will advise everybody, you always have to get a right information,
Yeah.
because the wrong information that you get, it will lead you to something else.
Mm.
Okay, so there is a lot of challenges, especially to our Africa breeding, a whole lot of challenges, because some of them, they were misled by an agent, by a typing center or someone else, and they find themselves in
In
such
that trouble.
situations.
Mm.
Okay, so talking of challenges, majority of the people I've encountered, like they just head of the amnesty,
Mhm.
and they don't even know they are
From right.
left from right to, or right from left to, whatever it is. Okay, the issue is we have two ways of this amnesty. The
Okay.
first one is, as I already said, either you need to take a pass, that is exist pass, and leave the country
Okay.
before 30th of October, or you have to get a visa within the country. Now, when you want to take a pass and leave the country, how do you do it? With the Emirate, we have 7 Emirates.
Okay.
Okay, with these 7 Emirates, each of them has their visa, or they give out their residency, though it's all under the GDRFA, that is the General Directorate of UAE.
Yeah.
Now, you want to go back to your country or wherever you want, they just want you to leave the country. You have to visit AMA center, any AMA center around you. Then you do your registration, you go through your process, and it doesn't cost much. Uh, some charge from, because the prices are not fixed,
Yeah.
some charge from 21 gram to 100 gram.
That is
Okay.
for which
That
particular
is the outpass. Oh,
outpass?
yeah,
Okay. For the typing of the
yeah,
outpass. Okay.
yeah. So it depends on where you find yourself. But there is one center around me. I know the charge is 21 gram. You pay
Okay.
this 21 gram with your passport copy, then you are ready to go. And after taking the existing pass or the outpass, you have 14 days to leave the country. You have 14 days to leave the country. So that is about the outpass. Now, those who wants to stay inside the country, you need to get yourself a residency visa, be it
Okay.
employment or be a family sponsorship. So when it comes to employment visa, a company has to offer you this visa. Okay.
All right.
They have to go through the labor system by generating the labor contract, coming to the immigration to get an e-visa, change of status, medicals, and the rest.
Okay.
Those who are in the country, they understand what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So you will avoid getting more fines by getting your residency visa. So by the end of 30th October, if you are here, you need to get a residency visa or you are out of the country.
Okay.
Else we don't know what the authorities may bring
We'll do
next.
after that.
But if you don't access a visa or you don't leave the country, you may find yourself in a problem, which especially to the Africa society,
Yeah.
I would advise we have to be vigilant,
Exactly.
and we have to also watch things and get the right information so that you wouldn't be in a problem, or you encounter the authorities whereby they have to deport you here and there. So that is it, the two
So
points of the amnesty.
okay. So there are a lot of questions. Recently, we been reading on TikTok and other platforms that
Mm,
you made mention of the outpass being valid for 14 days, but
yeah.
now they said it's valid till the end of the amnesty. How true is that? Is it now being extended to that, or is still uh,
The
the
14 days.
14 days?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Joe. Yes, it's true. That was mostly the system here or the authority, they see the problems, the challenges that have come up, then they adjust to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. The whole thing is, when we take this out pass, by 30th of October, you need to leave the country.
Okay. All
That
right.
is a short part of it. You need to leave the country by
By
30th
30th.
of October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there was that, contemplation as to whether people has to leave exactly the 14 days, or they can wait and do
Yeah,
certain things
yeah,
before
but
leaving.
let me pick it from this scenario. Assuming, okay, I take my I'll pass on
Mhm.
the 25th of October.
October, yes.
Okay, which I decided to leave the country, let's say November 5th, which I'll still fall within the 14
14
days.
days.
But then the outpass is over.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to leave the country by 30th of October.
October.
Okay. Whatever date you pick, you are out past by 30th of October, you should be out of the country, not to endanger yourself or put yourself into troubles.
Okay. Okay. So like you were saying,
Mm,
let's say someone gets a South Pass on the last day,
mm,
30th of
mm,
October.
mm.
That means the person should leave that same day, or the person has 14 days entering into November to do that.
Very good question. Okay, with such cases, we don't know the update of it, but then the person will have to go to airport immigration,
Okay.
especially Terminal 3 in Dubai. Okay,
Okay.
they can assess you by extending some days for you due to maybe one or two reasons.
Reasons. Okay.
Okay, so that is how it is.
All right. All right. So yeah, guys, I believe that you are enjoying the discussion so far. Your problems are being answered and all of that. You know, there are some comments coming on TikTok, and then I will answer them as we go along. And
Okay.
Chief Servant Ellie is asking that when you leave, probably he's saying when you leave the country, how long will it take you to come back?
Okay, per the information with the immigration system, it's not a ban.
Okay.
It's not a ban, but it's not everything I can drop here due to security reasons.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody who wants further information can get in touch with you. But as Africans, the advice is be very vigilant.
Okay.
Be very vigilant.
All right. Okay. So Chief Servant, I believe you are answered. And talking about the other Emirates,
Mm,
you know, mostly we are hearing about like Dubai, people in Dubai visiting Amir centers, Tasjil, and all other centers. That is like making it easier for them to
yeah.
go through this amnesty process. Can you take us through like the other Emirates, like for instance, Queen, Fujairah, and you know,
Very nice.
yeah, those Emirates? Because I'm
Okay.
getting a lot of calls, people
Okay.
asking where they can visit to
Okay.
do their
Okay.
go through
Okay.
the amnesty.
That's
Yeah,
very nice, Joe. Well, we tend to know of Dubai, but UAE is not only Dubai. We have 7 Emirates here.
exactly.
Okay. So when we are coming in, you must obtain one of the Emirate visas before you can enter in. We have the Dubai, Sharjah, Queen, Abu Dhabi, and the rest, Ajman, and so forth. Okay. But Dubai, we have an institution called Amma Center, which is working directly under the immigration.
Okay,
Okay, so anybody with a Dubai visa, and someone asks, how do I know my visa is the Dubai visa? Okay, when we have the visa, we have some unified number, then we also have a file number.
okay,
Okay, so when you check your file number, for example, Dubai start with 201,
okay,
201. So anybody having his or her visa now, you can check. There is a file number, a very long number, 201 stroke, then other numbers
will
come.
follow.
That is the Dubai code. Okay, for example, if you are having a Abu Dhabi visa, it also starts with 101.
Okay,
Okay,
for Abu Dhabi visas,
Abu Dhabi visas. Ajman,
101.
what you got? Sharjah is next. That is the third Emirate. It start with 301.
Okay.
Okay, Ajman start with 401. So you
Mhm.
just look at your visa copy. You see the particular Emirate you are having. Okay, so to handle the Dubai one. Okay, so with Dubai, we have the Amar Center. Okay, then we also have Tessie. But with this Amar Center, it works directly under the immigration. So anybody within Dubai, if you want to go outside, you can visit any of the Amar centers near. We have about 86 Amar centers in Dubai.
Dubai.
Okay, you go there, you tell them you want exit pass or out pass, they will give it to you. Okay, now with the other Emirate too,
Yeah.
they don't have Amar centers.
Mhm.
But you either go to the immigration or you have to go to Tassi. The other Emirate, the remaining six
Okay.
Emirate, they don't have Amar, they have Tassi.
I
So you have
see.
to visit a Tassi center, tell them you want exit pass or out pass. They will also offer such services to you.
Okay. So the other centers, you can just Google Tasil.
Yeah, Tassi,
Any.
they're close by Tassi around you. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So any of them you can
Visit,
visit,
yeah,
and then
exactly, John.
yeah, okay, guys. So there you have it. If you are in any of the other Emirates, Fujairah and Queen, you can, you know, search for the nearest Tasil center around you, and they will serve you and cater for all your amnesty issues. Yeah. So we'll continue. There are a lot of questions that people are asking. Someone is asking if, you know, there is an abscond.
Mm. mm,
there's an abscond
mm,
on you, and your employer cannot be found.
mm.
Maybe your employer is out of the country. What can you do? Because it seems people are having challenges with uh, the
Absconding.
abscond and also
Mm.
being able to apply for the
Okay.
amnesty.
Okay. Thank you once again. Those with abscond issue, before the amnesty, anybody having a visit visa, when you enter into overstay for a day, you are going to get abscond because
Okay.
the system has been designed that when you enter into overstay with a visit visa, you get abscond.
Abscond. Okay.
Yeah, this abscond is a kind of a restriction, like a ban. You cannot travel outside unless you get that abscond being removed from you. Okay, so those of you who were having fine or those who had challenges before the amnesty came, now the first week of the amnesty, you needed to apply for the abscond removal. Okay. But now you don't have to apply for. You just go to the typing center or you go to the AMA center or any taxi. When they apply for your outpass or your visa, the abscond automatically will be removed. Okay.
Okay.
And some people also had fine within the period the amnesty is running.
Hmm.
And those people should take note. When you get fine within this period, your fine will not be cleared.
Which
It will
means
be
that
running.
if you get a fine, like an overstay fine from
Mm,
1st of September,
mm.
you
You can't enjoy the benefit of the amnesty.
okay, you
You
have
will
to
have
go
to
through
pay
the
your fine.
normal procedure, paying your fines and
Exactly.
getting a visa.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So those with the abscon after the amnesty, it is cleared. Just apply for your visa, everything will be done. Or you just visit the center and they will apply for the outpass, which the abscon will be removed. Now, those who had fine within the amnesty,
Mm,
okay, now, how to remove the abscon?
yeah.
Mostly, you don't just remove it like that. Your sponsor will have to remove the abscon for you. Okay. And most of the time, some of these sponsors they want to get extra money from you because I've heard a lot of people complaining. Sponsors are trying to take 5,000 and so forth. Okay. If you have abscon and you want to remove it in Dubai, there is one immigration we call Alawin immigration. Okay, you need to go there. You can remove your abscon, but you don't just go there with your empty-handed.
Okay.
You should have a labor contract from a company, or
Who is willing
you
to employ you?
exactly,
Okay.
or you have to get a ticket back to your home or outside the country. You need to go with a ticket or a labor contract to allow immigration. They'll remove the abscon for you.
Okay.
That is the only place you can remove the abscon. Understand? And most people, they fear to go to the immigration.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true
most
because
people fear to go there. Basically, no. When you go there, I know other Emirate, but Dubai, particularly, they don't catch anybody there unless maybe you have a criminal issue or you are being wanted and so forth.
yeah.
So anybody having abscon or having this kind of issue, you can walk into allowing immigration. Okay, tell them I have abscon, but you don't just go there with your visa. Go with a labor contract from the government system, not the offer letter.
Okay.
Offer letters are letters which are being given by the companies, okay, with the company letterhead. But when we talk about labor contract, this is from the Ministry of Labor. So you go there, you get it, and you take it there, and your abscon will be removed so that
Removed.
your visa process can be continued.
Continue. So that means that you will not pay any amount
You
if
go
that
there,
is
you
that
pay about
that's the case.
it's between 300 to 400 UAE drams.
Okay.
Okay, 300 to 400 UAE drams.
All right. So
Mm,
yeah. So still on the abscond. So
mm,
what if like your employer is not in the country?
in the
Because
country.
I've heard a lot of stories. People want to remove their abscond, but it's like the employers are nowhere to be found and all of that. So for that situation, if your employer is not around, can you still get your abscond removed?
Okay, this is how it is. Okay, mostly people get to company, they don't read the rules and regulation regarding to the labor here, and they go there, they run away. Okay, but this is how the labor law is in this country. When someone employs you, you are supposed to work with the person for six
6 months.
months. Okay, that is the probation period.
Yeah.
So within that 6 months, depend on when your ID will be out, not when you joined. Okay, most people always think, okay, I joined on the 1st of, let's say, August, and my
Yeah.
ID came out 1st of November. So these people, most of them count from 1st of whenever they
They
started,
started.
but that
Yeah.
is not the case. Till your immigration card is out or your
Emirates ID.
Emirate ID is out, that is when the system knows you as a resident here, and
Okay.
the system is a witness between you as the employee and the employer. That on this day they issue out an Emirate ID to David.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to work with them from that point at least 6 months. If I'm not happy about it, then I can serve my company with a letter.
That's
Okay, 1 month period that I want to leave the company. Okay, you don't just run away. When someone employs you and you run away, they can put you on abscond.
abscond.
Okay, and we have about three categories of abscond,
Okay.
okay, which I believe another time we will address that very well.
All right. Sure.
Okay, so when you have some absconds, it is only the employer who can remove it.
Mm.
And some abscond also requires you to go outside the country. So
Okay.
no matter what you do, if your abscond is to go outside the country, you need to go outside the country. Okay, so we need to always get the accurate information, getting our labor contract to the Emirate ID and the rest. Because this is the problem some of the people have found themselves in because they
Yeah.
didn't know. And because they didn't like the condition of the workplace,
They just.
they just left without a notice of the employer or without doing the right thing. So they'll end up getting this abscond.
Okay. So
And
yeah. So for the those with visit visas,
mm,
their abscond is it different from like an employee?
exactly, like I told you, we have
Yeah.
three types of
Yeah.
abscond, which I don't want to address the last one. Okay. With a visit visa, automatically it is being put on you or placed on you by the system, the UAE system,
System
the immigration
automatically.
system automatically. Okay, but if I'm working under somebody and I leave without informing or without doing the right thing, my employer can put this abscond on me. Okay, so I would say yes, there are two kind of this abscond
Abscond.
issue. Okay, those in the work field, don't leave your company without the approval of your company.
Okay.
And most of these employers, you see, one thing I'll say, this country is being designed as a like a business entity. Okay. So anybody in this country should have that mindset that this country is being run like a company.
Okay.
Understand? So the company that you are in, they are picking a lot of things from the nation. Okay. So when you are there and you just think, oh, I have my Emirate ID now, I can do whatever.
Right.
No, you find yourself in a problem.
Mm.
And such abscons are very difficult to be removed because
The employee one.
the employment abscon,
Okay.
because they'll go to the length of putting abscon from labor, which when you have said labor abscon, it takes 1 year.
Oh,
It takes 1 year. Then they come to the immigration to also abscond you. So you can't do anything.
anything.
You can't do anything. And here, how the system is, when you have this abscon, nobody can employ you.
Employee, you are left.
Because when someone employs you, he needs to go through the process of getting you the residency. Okay. So we always have to be very vigilant, ask questions, get in touch with people, get knowledge about what you want to put yourself into. If you don't do that and just listen to friends, social media, a whole lot of, and don't believe whatever is being posted on social media.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Because
True.
a lot of people, and we are speaking to uh, especially our Africa people,
Yeah.
because the most things are not favoring us over here. And this is why some of this information have to go out there, then people will be aware,
Sure.
okay, so that they will know they are left and right.
Yeah. So, thank you very much. Ajua is asking that. So, if you are on a visit visa
Mm,
and you've overstayed,
mm.
and now you have a new company, does that mean your abscond must be removed before?
Okay, okay, very good question from Adra. Okay, you don't have to do anything. The company, because was it yesterday, a gentleman called me that the company asked him to go to immigration to remove the abscond. It's not true.
Yeah.
If they are ready, one thing you should notice, most of these companies, some will waste your time. They will not take you through the process to get a residence. Before you realize that amnesty will be over
Over.
and you start accumulating fines again. So follow up on your visa, follow up on your labor. Okay, if it is true they've applied the labor for you, what is the proof? And each thing you does here, there is application to it. Okay, if truly they've applied for the visa, they can show you the labor application. We call
Mm.
it MB. Okay, you can give to someone who knows about it. They will check in the system and they will tell you. If it is immigration, with the immigration tool, you go, we have application, which we can use this application to check everything. So don't just sit down because your employer says, oh, we are on
We
it,
have
we
done
are
it.
on it, we are. No, you find yourself in a big problem by the end of the amnesty. So follow up. So I do have with your question, you don't have to do anything. The
Yes.
company should just process your visa and it will come out.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, so guys, I know that you are learning a lot. Yes, we are live on TikTok. You invite a friend to join, and let's have a chit chat about this amnesty and all that is concerned about the amnesty. Yeah, so Mr. David, there's another question
Mm,
about, those, maid. If you are a maid
mm.
and your your
Employer.
employer
Mm,
has allowed you to go
mm,
and they've put in abscond on you.
mhm.
Like they themselves told you to, you
Leave.
can leave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then again, they've put an abscond on you. So for those category, I know that the maids are in a kind of
Different.
a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
category. So
Yeah.
for them also, how would they go about the
Okay.
process?
Okay. Those with the housemaid jobs,
Yeah.
they don't fall under the labor, the Ministry of Labor.
Yeah.
They have an institution called Tabit.
Bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tabit. When you go online, you check TAD stroke that is BER Tabit. Okay, Tabit is in charge of the housemaid issues. So when you have any problem, you can go online, get their contact, call them, or visit any of their centers, and they will able to guide you as to what to do. Okay, I know settings goes
Yeah.
on, and they'll ask you to leave. Okay, you get out and you see that they've put abscond on you. So visit any Tabit center, explain your case to them, and they will be able to help you.
Okay. So for those people, they are not part of this amnesty per se.
They are.
They are.
They
So
are. Anybody living within the corridors of this country, when we are having fun, we are part of the amnesty.
So it means that they can also visit any of the AMI centers, Chasgil or Tahsil centers, and apply for
Depends.
that.
For example, the question is, your employer asked you to leave.
Okay.
When you left, now they've placed abscond on you. Okay, what you have to do, you have to get a new company that is willing to employ you.
Okay.
Okay, so you get there, they will process your documents, and the abscond will be removed.
Okay. So if you have not gotten any like
Mhm.
company to employ you, then you
Mm.
have to exit the country. That's
Exactly, exactly. There is this visa we call freelance visa, which I wouldn't like to talk much about. It's a
okay.
kind of employment visa. But this visa, when you have it, you are not under like any company instruction because these visas are being issued out. You can go out there to look for a job,
Yeah.
do your business with them, but you need to always check the background of the company. You need to check the background of the company because most people just take trade licenses, they apply for visas, and they issue out visas without doing the necessary thing. Something like the WPS, the trade licenses expired, and other stuff.
Yeah.
They don't do that. So at
Okay.
the end of the day, you having this visa, when you don't follow all these procedures, you find yourself in a problem, which will also cause you. Okay, so if you are not getting any company to employ you, what do you have to do? You can speak to someone who knows much about
About
this
this
freelance
freelance.
visa,
Yeah.
and they will issue the freelance visa to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So I know that definitely there are some people who have still not gone through the amnesty. I don't know for
One or
one
two
reason
reasons,
or
yeah.
the other, they don't want to go home or they don't have money to, you know, do their visas and all of that, but still they want to stay. So again, I want you to remind those people, like, advise them to go. What are some of the documents, the
Mm,
documents
mm,
they need to
mm.
go to these centers to get themselves cleared? And like you were saying, if there's any advice concerning the freelance visas, you can advise such people not to be
Okay,
afraid, but to go to these centers and, you
okay,
know,
okay, okay. So it all comes back to money issue.
yeah.
People doesn't want to go, but they don't also have money for a freelance visa. You see, you can get a trusted person, talk to the person. Okay. At least the person, if he or she is willing to assist you, will ask you to do some payment down so that they can start the
Process
process.
for you, yeah.
Okay. So as they are working on it, you also be gathering money for yourself to pay them. But people like to take advantage of others.
Yeah.
And the trust issue is the main factor.
Hmm. This trust issues, a
Yeah,
lot of
because
agents out
I
there.
mean, the person coming in doesn't trust you. The person doing the work does not trust the one coming with the work.
Yeah.
Okay. There are also good people and there are honest people in the society, which we can still rely on. But I want to ask, how do I get such people? How do I receive? You say you're a social media personality. Okay. Uh, I don't think you bring anybody on your program without doing a background checks or
Exactly.
without having that one on one with a person.
Exactly.
Okay. So they can get in touch with you, and
Yeah.
if you have such help, you give it to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Or they go to any AMA center, they tell them they need a freelance visa. If they are willing to get it for you, they will tell you how much you should do.
Hmm.
But the courses are not fixed, different courses.
And I believe that you are a trusted person. So,
No.
our viewers
No,
watching, our
no,
viewers watching
no
can
joke.
contact you and then,
Uh,
give them advice on that.
okay, for the advice, is okay.
Yeah, that is okay with you. You
Yeah.
can, we can share your number, and then if anybody is having any, you know, um, issues that they want to solve, you can actually help them into doing that. Yeah. So again, there is another question concerning
Mhm,
those with like legal issues and traffic fines.
mhm,
So if
okay.
you have like aside, the overstay,
Mm,
if you have like any legal issue with the
mm.
government or you having traffic fines and a whole lot of fines, is it okay for
You
you
know,
to also go through the amnesty smoothly without, going through all these legal cases and stuff?
yes, you can go through the amnesty, but for example, you have police issue.
Yeah.
Okay, you will need to face whatever it is there, or you have a court issue, which automatically you cannot go outside without this issue being
Yes, sir.
solved, or a court of allowing you to go outside. Understand? So we shouldn't run away from our challenges. Face them.
Okay.
At times, some will not be nice. You have to go through the punishment. You have to pay some fine. But it is good you make yourself available. Okay, so you face the challenges or the consequences than hiding behind the scenes. No matter how the system in this country is working, you cannot run away or you
Yeah.
cannot leave this country without addressing such issues. So whenever we have an issue with any of the institutions in this country, go there. There are people who assist you, who advise you to do one or two. Understand? Don't just hide behind thinking your case is there. Even if 10 years, they will go into the system and your case will come out. So we have to face the challenges ahead of us and move on. Okay. There is also an issue I'm having. There is a lady who had a freelance visa,
Okay.
but she has been outside the country more than 6 months. And we have a system we call return permit. Assuming you give me a visa and I leave this country more than,
More
like,
than
I go
six
outside
months.
more than 6 months and I want to come back, I have to do this return permit.
Okay.
Okay, with a return permit, the employer has to go to the Maya Center or immigration to like activate your visa again. So this lady is outside the country. I mean, she sent message to the employer, even send money for the return permit to be done, but the employer is not willing to do that. One may ask, how do I go about this?
Yeah.
Okay. When we check the immigration or all the institutions here, there is a contact number there. You can pick the contact and speak to somebody who will guide you as to what to do. Okay, I'm still handling this lady issue. I know by the end of the day, I will have a solution for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we are outside the country 6 months with employment visa, you need to do the return permit before you
You
can
can
come back
enter.
inside. Okay, some people also have partner visas. When you have a partner visa and you are outside the country, more than 1 month, more than 1 year, sorry, more than 1 year, that is when you need to do the return permit. But if you are less than 1 year, you can come in without doing any activation. Those with partner visas.
Okay.
So that is how it is.
So that's how it is. All right. So, guys, I believe that we've had a great discussion. You watching, I know that you've learned a lot. And if You are still you still haven't done, you've gone through your amnesty process. Please, the time is ticking, the clock is ticking. Before you realize, 30th October will be there, and you'll be caught in the net. So please don't be a victim. Let's all try as much as possible. Our African brethren, please let us try and resolve all of our issues, and let us be free. Let us be free and stay in the country freely. So don't forget that, again, this program is sponsored by PK Studios. PK Studios. They are your number one when it comes to photography and videography. Weddings, birthdays, bridal showers, photo shoots. Don't forget to contact them. Their numbers are scrolling right down, and we know that you contact them and have a very wonderful time with them. So, Mr. David, we are very, very privileged to have you.
It's
And
a pleasure.
yeah, we say thank you. And I believe that now that we have you, we'll be having more interactions with you more often and engage our fans for them to also learn. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
As we are addressing Africa, sorry to the other nationalities, but Africa, we are one. So that is why we keep on mentioning Africa. The advice I'll give to everybody in these countries is, wherever you found yourself, okay, try to learn, update yourself, whatever you are doing. Because the system here, as compared back at home, I mean, a lot of things. And that is one thing I did to myself. The first day I entered into this country, I said, I need to change my mentality regards to so many things.
Yeah.
So many things. There is no bad job. If you master yourself and, I mean, put things in order, you can have something getting you extra money. So whatever you are doing, don't just think, excuse me, you are a helper, you are a cleaner, you are whatever. Now you can upgrade yourself. I
Sure.
mean, put things in order, learn and improve your life, because you are the hope of your family. Some of us, okay, and people that are looking up to you. You don't have to give up on yourself. Whatever you are doing, okay. You see, we don't have bad jobs, but most people are not ready to learn. Most people are not ready to upgrade themselves. Most people are not ready to accept the system. And when it happens like that, you will not be able to grow.
Yes, exactly.
You will not be able
Exactly.
to grow.
Exactly.
So whatever field you find yourself, just try to learn, try to uh, change your mindset, trying to see yourself top. Okay. Don't allow the work to put you at that
That
level
level.
because they call you this, because they call you no. One day I know I'll have the opportunity to
Sure,
share my
sure.
story
Yes.
in UAE,
You
which will also encourage somebody. So it's a pleasure hosting me,
Yeah,
and thank
sure,
you very
sure.
much.
So definitely we'll have you again.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Joe.
We'll
The
have you.
pleasure.
Yeah, guys. So I will call it a wrap. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to K Official Studios. Cheers.